Welcome back, Heroclix fans. Today I'm going to finish up my defense powers. Had a bunch of people tell me to finish this and get on with my damage powers as well. And you guys are right, I need to finish this. So let's continue on with the rest of the defense powers. So right now I'm going to go over combat reflexes. Batrox has that. It's the kind of the nasty yellowish green on defense. And it is modify the character's defense value by 2 against a close combat attack. When this character takes damage from this attack, it may choose to be knocked back, and this character ignores knockback damage. So in this case, Batrox from close combat would have a 19 defense. Flash would come up there and use hypersonic and try to attack Batrox. And you would think right there it would be 11 out of 17, which you would need a 6. But with the combat reflexes, because Flash has 0 range, he has to come up and punch him. He has to deal with his combat reflexes, which bumps it up to a 19, meaning Flash needs to roll an 8 to hit him. And if he is hit, he can choose to move back, or he can stay there, and if he gets hit into a wall or something like that, he would not take damage, but he doesn't have to get knocked back at all anyways. So, you know, that's a good benefit with combat reflexes. It's a very nasty power, obviously, with close combat figures. Alright, for the next defense power I'm going to cover is Barrier. And Dr. Alchemy has Barrier, and it's also in the defense, and it is a light blue. I don't know if you can see it there, but it is there. Give this character a power action, place up to 4 blocking terrain markers in adjacent squares of clear terrain that are all within the character's range, minimum range of 1. At least 1 terrain marker must be in line of fire when it is placed, meaning he has to at least see 1 square, and then the rest he doesn't have to see the rest of the squares. The terrain marker remains until the beginning of your next turn. And for this, I just want to go just a little example. It is your turn, and we are Baron Zemo and Dr. Alchemy. Baron Zemo attacked last turn, and all you have is Alchemy here with Barrier, or you have, you know, your other powers here, and you're trying to decide what you want to do. But you got Flash there, and next turn he's going to be able to attack you. One way of Barrier is to bury yourself in so you don't get attacked. Or another one is to barrier someone else in, and that's what we're going to do here. We are going to give Dr. Alchemy a token and barrier in the Flash. As he can see this square, then you can just adjacently just put them all around. Now Baron Zemo can clear, and now it's the Flash's turn. Well, the Flash can't do anything here. He can't hypersonic out of there. He's not a flyer, so he can't fly over there. He's not going to be able to attack you and do actually anything. If I was the Flash, I would, you know, you can destroy walls with 3 damage, but at this point it's almost pointless, because if you do, then you'll take a token and the barrier will be gone. So you basically are stuck there, and so you're not going to attack. You're just going to pass. When this goes down, Baron Zemo's turn, and now he can attack on the Flash, and there you go, and you have an 11 attack on an 18. So that's good use of using Barrier. Now for the next defense power I want to cover is Mastermind, and Baron Zemo's defense is Mastermind, and it is a dark blue on the defense. When this character would be dealt damage, you may instead choose to deal all the damage dealt to a single adjacent friendly character with a point value less than the character's. Any additional effects of the damage dealt, knockback, penetrating damage, are applied to the character taking the damage. Damage dealt by this power is not an attack. Alright, so basically if Clark Kent were to shoot on Baron Zemo, no matter if it's Psychic Blast or if it's just a regular attack, he can target Baron Zemo or Alchemy, because those are the only 2 people he can see. Baron Zemo is a 17 defense and Alchemy is 17. but he has shape change. Most likely you're going to want to attack on Baron Zemo here because it's an easier defense. And what can happen is if he attacks and hits, he does 3 damage with Psychic Blast. Baron Zemo can transfer that 3 damage to either one of these characters because they are less points. And he can pass it through the shape change and through toughness because of Psychic Blast. So Clark Kent will shoot at Baron Zemo. Baron Zemo will say, okay, I'm using my Mastermind, and I'll transfer the damage off to Dirk Anger. Because it's Psychic Blast, it'll go 3, because it'll go through toughness. 1, 2, 3. And that's how you use Mastermind. It's a really awesome power because you can keep your really nasty figures on their first click. And you can put lower point figures behind and take all the damage. It's a very powerful ability to have, and I definitely recommend it. The one thing else it mentions is damage dealt by this power is not an attack, because Mystic characters, if you attack a Mystic character, they give feedback damage, and that would mean you would have to take a click of damage. So just say if Dr. Alchemy was a Mystic's character, Clark Kent hits Baron Zemo. Oh, I'm going to pass it off to Dr. Alchemy. He's Mystics, so you take damage. No, it doesn't work like that because it's not an attack. He would not get the Mystic damage. That's another way to get through Mystic damage, but most likely a good player will not Mastermind damage off to a character with Mystics because it's just a poor use of the power. Alright, for the next power, I'm going to go over Defend. Any adjacent friendly character may replace its defense value with a character's unmodified defense value. This Wonder Woman has an 18 defense in its Defend. Batroc and Psylocke and Wonder Woman are on one team, and Dirk Anger is all alone about to be KO'd on another team. You can bring Wonder Woman next to these two characters and they can get their defense with Defend up to an 18. That's a 17. That's a 17 with Wonder Woman with Defend. Now he's an 18 and now she's an 18, and they still get their bonus with combat reflexes. So from close combat it would be an 18 plus the combat reflexes and it'd be a 20. Dirk Anger is going to be like not going to be able to hit that. He can, but it's going to be really difficult. So that's how you use Defend. It's very, you can use it a bunch of ways. You can make like tanks and have smaller figures in front and then have the Defend boost their defense up. A bunch of different things. Defenses like this where you have 17 with combat reflexes with a Defend character next to him, you get an 18 and it's a 20 right there. You're getting a lot of use out of that Defend. Other powers that benefit greatly are smaller characters, maybe with like a 16 defense with energy shield deflection. You throw a character like this behind them, now they're 18 and now they have energy shield deflection and now they're a 20. So from range. So it's very awesome power. So we're going to have Batroc attack Dirk Anger. Let's say he hits. He does 2 damage. And now Dirk Anger is on Regeneration, which is my last power I want to go over in this video. Regeneration is give this character a power action. So we'll give him a power action. Roll 1d6 and subtract 2 from the result. The minimum result 0. Heal this character. The damage equal to the result. I rolled a 4. So I gave him the power action, I rolled a 4, and you have to subtract that by 2. So Dirk will be back to the click he was just at. And this is a good power, definitely a good power. You get to get your clicks back and you heal some. The bad thing though is if you roll a 2 or a 1, you don't get nothing because you subtract 2 and it'll be a 0. So you want to at least roll a 3 because you'll get to heal at least 1. So, you know, that's a really good power to have. They typically have that towards the end of your dial. But yeah, so hopefully this helped you guys. with more defense powers. And stay tuned for damage powers, which I will hopefully get out there as soon as I possibly can, guys. Take it easy, leave comments, tell me anything you guys want to talk about. But yeah, have a good day.